Hello, welcome back to another update video. By the time you see this, which I think it will be tomorrow, it's gonna be my 3-month anniversary for doing voice acting. Like, can you believe that? It's surreal to think that I've been doing it for this long, but also the influence that it has had on my, life. I never take for granted all of you know, the experience that I've been given. Over the past month, I was able to attend a voice acting class, which was from one of my most inspirational VAs of, my time, I would say. Her name was Christine Cabanos. I've talked about her a lot on my other channel. Very big fan of her work, and I think, hearing so much experience and also the things that I've learned over that course of time, but also, still doing my auditions day by day by day. I still do once per day every audition. And even today oh my gosh, I was having some technical difficulties with my setup where my power kept going out in my room. So, it was a very big struggle for me to even get my setup going, and I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to do an audition today, but luckily I am crossing my fingers that I'm going to do it today again. But my voice has very much had an impact at this point. I do think that I've gotten a little bit more confidence in myself, and I have a little bit more emotion than usual whenever I speak. Whenever I say something, I say it with meaning. I say it with purpose. I say it with, pure emotion. I love doing that all the time now. And I was thinking about making this video be in a different setting just to, give a different feel of it. But honestly, I just wanted to sit down and talk about, what it's taught me over the past month, and whether it was or wasn't more challenging than the first to second month, second to third month, that sort of thing. I feel like the course of the second month going into the third month was very sentimental, very relaxing for me. At this point in time, I felt like it felt fun rather than, draining. And I don't feel like it should be if you're doing it for the sake of passion, right? Well, that goes for anything. In the beginning, I was afraid that it would be draining for me, because the more you do something, it can be anything, you get very drained out from it. It can be anything, whether it's working out, whether it's drawing, whether it's listening to music, it can be obviously anything. You may think to yourself no, I don't think I could get tired of listening to music, but no, we all do. We're all human. We all get tired of a certain thing we do for a consistent amount of time, So the way I thought about it was going into the second to third month, I thought about it like this: venting out my emotions that I felt on a daily basis. I still work a full-time job, and I'm currently, not in school, but I do work a full-time job. And over the past month, I worked at least 90 hours, 2 weeks. Yeah, it was getting to me at that point. But the cool thing is that when I got home from work every single day, when I was doing those 90 hours, I was going into my voice acting with the thought of, man, I could really vent out some serious stuff through audition lines. And let me tell you, it really did help. And even now I do it every single day, and I love it. It's like my own little personal world, and I wouldn't be more happy doing it any other way. It's crazy. I've had one role already released, which, you should see it somewhere right there. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever put that in. I'm doing this raw recorded, so, but it's my Yugi and Dark Yugi role in the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom, which, man, I love it so much. The first episode of my fandom that I was a part of, which I'm a main role in, was released, and hearing myself along with many of the actors and actresses in in that project being released, it was just so surreal. it felt like, you know, I'm a part of a whole cool world, it is very exciting to see and, be a part of. And even like moving forward, I see like some things that I could have done better, and also see things that, man, I did not know I was capable of that. I did not know I was capable of making myself sound like I cry, which was so cool. I'd like to thank a lot of people for a lot of things they have done for me. You know, right now I'm in a state where I really want to improve myself on the networking aspect of the voice acting as a whole. Because, as much as I work a full-time job, like, man, I do know that there are some actors and actresses that start off doing the same thing that I was doing, like full-time job, and doing this as like a side gig to see what they can manage. And Casting Call Club has always been around for a very long period of time, and people have actually grow from that, property, which is, it's so wonderful to have that now in today's age, because Christine mentioned that, that kind of stuff was not around when she was like first getting started in acting. It was more of like in person sort of thing. They still do have that in person, like, theater. I went over it with my friend Innocent in one of my other videos. But it really does paint a picture like, man, everyone starts somewhere. And, whether you have like the Shure microphone, which I have, or, a Blue Yeti, if you're starting off on that, it doesn't matter. Like, you could still sound good. It's just a natural talent that comes to someone, I think. I have what I would say is a monotone voice, but I can really bring out the range. I can sound very like high pitched and go even higher, and then, yeah, I can sound like this, but, I can also sound like this. And so I think over time I'm gonna get better at this, and I'm excited to just test the water, see what I can do. Over time I'll find different paths and find them to be more enjoyable. Like right now I want to bring down my sort of vibe of a character being more mellow. I like the more mellow characters. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to bring it down more mellow to the characters rather than overgenic. Overgenic? Is that what it's called? No. I don't remember the name. Overreactive? I don't know what it's called. But yeah, you get my point, right? That's what I want to move towards. But then again, I don't mind, going into many different kinds of characters. I love it. I love it so much. Even like some of the anime characters behind me, like the one thing that I always like doing while I'm recording or auditioning, doing my audition lines, I like listening to old anime music, like at very low volume, so that way it doesn't appear in my audio auditions, right? I like doing that because it reminds me of the days where I was growing up watching anime and then listening to all the little anime dubs. It was so fun. It's so fun. I think, I listen to a lot of animes now and a lot of medias, and I listen to a lot of commercials now, and I get a lot of inspiration off of it. But with that being said, 3 month, I'm really happy. I'm more confident to keep pushing forward, and I'm really excited for what's to come. I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to get a role pretty soon again. Hopefully. But it'll come in time. It'll come in time. And I'm excited for it. But with that being said, this is my 3-month update. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to leave your comments down below. Whatever you want to say. Yeah, I'm really excited to just keep pushing forward because, yeah, there's so much more to come. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.